So we need to ask the right questions and be honest with the answers. How is our midfield that poor? Why our players can't make passes? Why can't we just move the ball? Why did we bring someone like Onana for his distribution and the back four is close to him and the front line is up the pitch? So he ends up just clearing it out straight into the middle when there's none of our players.
And the thing is, if you've got any sense and you've listened to even a fraction of what Ratcliffe has said, Southgate's not in the running. No. This guy's talking about best in class at Man United. This guy's talking about a playing style and all these other things. Southgate ain't got a playing style. His biggest criticism as an England manager is there's no playing style and it's too defensive. This guy's talking about Eric Cantona being his favorite player and saying Man United miss a player like Scholes or Iniesta, and he's talking about magic and all these other things. He's not hiring Gareth Southgate.
But not Southgate. Makes zero sense.
Potter is the worst we get.
Yeah, probably.
The worst we go is Graham Potter, because Graham Potter is a tactical coach.
Yeah, he's good.
He is English. Do you know what I'm saying? And he would prefer to work with the profile of player that we would be looking at, the young, whatever, up-and-coming players and those players. That would work in a Potter system. He's the worst that we get is Potter. Southgate is not on the table. He's not on the table.
I don't think there's anything there. Even if the rumors are strong, or I don't think it's worth it, to be honest, even.
And this is the reality of it, yeah. The fact that Bruno, yeah, could put in a performance like that, yeah, and then have the audacity to speak with the vim that he speaks with, yeah, is beyond me. Bro, this guy speaks like he's Zinedine Zidane, bro. That's how he speaks. He speaks with an arrogance, yeah, and like a delusion, yeah, that is beyond me, bro. Like, I don't understand how it's possible, bro. Like, he literally had his worst performance in a Man United shirt. If we didn't win that game, all of this adulation he's getting now when people are saying, oh, yeah, he played through injury, he would have been getting absolutely cooked.
Bro, I think half of my cousins, man, would cook him in 1v1, man. He would get nutmegged all over the place.
Awful. Do you know what I mean? And, bro, like, you see how quick one result can change the narrative around so many players. And this is why I say we don't live in the real world. Yeah. Because you're supposed to you're meant to see a performance like that, understand that we got away with one, and still look at these players and say, you know what, guys, that was shit, but we got away with it.
Exactly. It's just the occasion was different. It was Liverpool in a cup. We knocked them out. Last minute of extra time. Beautiful. I loved it. Every single day. I've been watching the Ahmad goal on repeat. I went to uni wearing United tops. I've told my supervisor, I say, you know what, it's been a great weekend. I can't lie.
Yeah.
But that doesn't change the fact that next game we might get cooked.
Over, bro. We got Brentford next, and Ahmad can't play because he's suspended because he got the red card. And it's like, bro, it would be just like Man United to go and lose to Brentford after that. That performance. It would be just like them.
Just like Ole with PSG. Just like last season.
That was our PSG moment. Yeah, that game there. That was the moment in Paris. That was Ten Hag's moment in Paris.
Probably just last season after the League Cup, we were dreadful from that moment on.
No, 100%, bro. And that's why, like, I can't lie. Looking at today, and like the days since, and seeing the players that are getting the adulation and the players that are not, it's an absolute disgrace, bro.
Like,
I be right.
The fans and everything, the fans and everyone are making their best effort to make it worse for the next game, because they are not honest. Because the thing is, look, Liverpool is different. I don't judge the performance against Liverpool if we win, because it just gets it over the line. This game matters to us as fans, and I want the players to show us that they know we care about this. But still, we were not favorites, and we were massively underdogs. And what happened wouldn't happen if we played them 5 times. So we need to ask the right questions and be honest with the answers. How is our midfield that poor? Why our players can't make passes? Why can't we just move the ball? Why did we bring someone like Onana for his distribution and the back four is close to him and the front line is up the pitch? So he ends up just clearing it out straight into the middle when there's none of our players. I shouldn't be seeing these things and think, yeah, that's good, that's great. Nah, why am I seeing this and the manager and the fans are not seeing it?
Yeah, 100%. And this is what it is. And now, obviously, international break. obviously, like it's silly season, isn't it? When it's international break, it's the most jobless thing ever.
Yeah.
And honestly, yeah, now the talk sport talking about Gareth Southgate. We know that Southgate is not even he's not even in contention. Do you know what
No.
I'm saying? He's not. We know this, guys. Do you know what I mean? The reason why, yeah, you lot always know that most of the time, bro, I'm very good at reading in between the lines, bro. And the thing is, if you've got any sense and you've listened to even a fraction of what Ratcliffe has said, Southgate's not in the running. This
No,
guy's talking about best in class at Man United. This guy's
playing.
talking about a playing style and all these other things. Southgate ain't got a playing style. His biggest criticism as an England manager is there's no playing style and it's too defensive. This guy's talking about Eric Cantona being his favorite player and saying Man United miss a player like Scholes or Iniesta, and he's talking about magic and all these other things. He's not hiring Gareth Southgate. I don't know. I don't understand like why people are even entertaining this. The guy said that Manchester City, yeah, is the
Against Madrid.
benchmark.
Yeah, against
Yeah,
Madrid. The
talking
performance.
about Man City Madrid performance, he literally said that Man City is the benchmark, bro. Like in recent quotes, he's been quoted to say that Manchester City are the benchmark. He's not going to go and get Southgate to try and compete with Pep Guardiola, bro.
We went inside that guy, Barada, as well.
Yeah, we didn't go and get Barada to go and get Southgate. Do you know what I'm saying? Like this no smoke without fire thing is absolute nonsense, bro. The bottom line is he's British, Ashworth's there. So straight away, people are putting 2 and 2 together and saying Southgate. Southgate's club career, yeah, is a relegation with Middlesbrough. He's done nothing in club football, bro. Like it would just be like bringing Ollie back if we went and got Southgate. There's absolutely zero chance of Southgate getting the job. Exactly. I don't even know, bro. Like it is so ridiculous that I didn't even want to talk about it.
No, I'll say it out.
It makes no sense, bro.
Yeah, and I'll say it now, man. I'm Southgate out. Like just in case. Well, you know what? The leak can be true and the story false, a lie. Like it can be leaked by the true people or Southgate's camp. They could try to leak it. And
maybe Southgate's people might have leaked it because he wants a contract extension with England and they haven't given him one.
Exactly. So it could be that the story is true, but there's nothing to it because it's a lie made up by the interested party. Happens all the time, that as well.
Bruv, it's the same with these bogus Real Madrid links. Forgot that, bro. Blood. They're not real. But the thing is, we know that Kobe Mino's renegotiating his contract so we can get a senior contract now at Man United. And Garnacho's people are probably trying to get him more money.
Yeah.
That's all it is. So get some fake Real Madrid links, bro. Real Madrid don't want him, bro. They just signed Mbappe. What the fuck do they want with him?
Now that's a terrible lie as well. If you're going to lie, just at least lie properly.
Like, bro, it's just like the Rashford PSG link every year for the last 3-4 years, bro. So why is he not gone yet?
It's every 2 weeks after a bad performance when he feels like he's making us like a favor by his. You know what? Despite the interest of PSG, I want to stay. No, mate. We don't want you to stay here. We would absolutely love PSG money.
Yeah, to try and make it look like he's doing us a favor by staying. No one wants him.
Nah, man. Because any competent club cannot have Rashford on that money.
That's it. Someone's saying Southgate's contract's up in December. There you go. So this is it. Like he's just trying to put pressure on them, man, to give him better terms.
Exactly.
Come on, bro. Like, don't believe this Southgate nonsense, bro. I genuinely think it's between De Zerbi, Potter and Nagelsmann. That's it. I believe it's between them three. There's no chance of Southgate. There's none.
Because if the Euros go badly, he loses his job. So he wants to have a contract before that.
Well, exactly. And how's he going to get a job based off what? He hasn't won nothing even for England. It's not like he's coming off the back of winning a World Cup with England.
Yeah, he doesn't have 3 Champions League to his name as well. So
this is what I'm trying to say, bro. There's absolutely zero chance. These new owners can't be going in there, spending all this money, talking about trying to build a new stadium or refurbish the other one, bringing in Jason Wilcox, bringing in Ashworth, paying compensation to Newcastle, and doing all of that.
Cherry on the cake.
and then bringing in Southgate.
Yeah, that would be peak trolling, to be honest. Like that's
bro. Do you know what I mean? There's zero chance of that happening, bro. Like that makes no sense. You don't invest all that time and that money in talk about best in class, talk about trying to catch Man City, talk about they're saying that they don't want to be throwing big money at all these players, and they want to be buying players in their first contracts, and they want to be buying like exciting young players and all these other things. So then bring in Southgate.
Yeah, no, that's just
To do what? Who doesn't have a style of play? Come on, bro.
No, he probably doesn't even know what's wrong with the pictures we showed earlier. He think it's fine, probably.
That's what I'm saying. Like that is not what we would do here. Even when you look at the stuff that we're doing, yeah, at the club so far, none of that adds up to Southgate. Even if you just use your common sense.
No, it doesn't make sense. Like now, just logically, you could end up with Potter in head, fine.
Yeah,
but not Southgate. Makes zero sense.
Potter is the worst we get.
Yeah, probably.
The worst we go is Graham Potter, because Graham Potter is a tactical coach.
Yeah, he's good.
He is English. Do you know what I'm saying? And he would prefer to work with the profile of player that we would be looking at, the young, whatever, up and coming players, and those players that would work in a Potter system. He's the worst that we get is Potter. Southgate is not on the table. He's not on the table.
I don't think there's anything there, even if the rumors are strong. Or I don't think it's worth it, to be honest. Even
no, 100%, bro. Like De Zerbi's my first choice, bro. Do you know what I mean? And even De Zerbi, Brighton have come out and said that they're pretty much resigned to losing him. So that means there's been inquiries about him, and we better be one of the clubs.
Yeah, we have to, because he's been talked about. He's been praised very highly by even other managers, top managers.
Yeah,
so
100%.
At least we have someone tactical that. You know what? I thought the same about Ten Hag first, but I saw someone that has still something to prove while having a bit of success previously, and I was like, this is probably the best we could get. Like, he still has something to, unlike Ole, unlike Jose, for example, or Ancelotti. Their career is done. They don't come in with something to prove, so you don't maybe expect them to work as hard and be like very, very, very on it. And I was expecting Ten Hag to be like that, to be on it, and he just failed miserably. I think De Zerbi is probably the same right profile. At least.
Yeah, because if we're going to get players that have a point to prove, getting a manager with a point to prove, it might just be a good match.
Exactly.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Now the problem we have is we have players in there that they feel like they don't have anything to prove. They are finding excuse for themselves.
But this is where you move them on, bro. Because even for instance, even with Ten Hag, bro, when I was speaking to people in Holland, it was mixed, bro. Like there weren't loads of people saying, "Oh, you're getting a really good manager." To me, trust me, most of the stuff I was getting was more like he's a bit weird, like that. And the funny thing is, bro, he had Kudus on the bench, bro.
Yeah.
So he's been doing some questionable things. Like, do you know what I mean? He's falling out with players. Obviously, he fell out with Noah Lang. I think he fell out with David Neres as well, the Brazilian guy. Like, and he was cooking at Ajax at the beginning, and then I just didn't see him no more. Do you know what I mean? So maybe Ten Hag fell out with him as well. But Ten Hag just don't like technical players, bro. I'll be real. He don't really like technical players. I'm surprised, that he even liked Anthony, because Anthony's not a Ten Hag player. From what we're seeing, at Man United, if you put Anthony in a De Zerbi system, he absolutely cooks.
Yeah, I think he'd do fine. I think
absolutely cooks in that system, bro. Because one thing Anthony can do is keep the fucking football. If that's the one thing he can do, is just keep the ball.
Yeah, I think people, if we get a good team and a good manager and a good setup, I think people are going to be shocked by Anthony. Like, I don't think I'm not saying he's one of the world's finest or anything. But the abuse and the criticism I'm seeing in him and Amrabat, worst players ever to play for. Yeah, I'm like, hold on, wait a minute. Nah. You're just taking the mick here, because it's so far off the truth. It's ridiculous. And if you tell me this player is better than this player, but the player you think you judge is worse makes us win and helps us play better, I'll go with the worst one. Because I think Rashford is a better player than Dan James, but I think we'd play better with Dan James at the moment.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Bro,
we have more shape, we have more discipline, more structure, and we probably would create a bit more chances with Dan James. And I think Rashford is better. I'm not saying Rashford is more gifted than Dan James, in my opinion. But I would do the straight swap at the moment, just because I need to.
Yeah, but with Dan James, you know what you're getting.
Exactly.
Like that. It's just like, it just is what it is, bro. It's like even if Lewis Hamilton's driving it, yeah, if it's a Fiat 500, it's a Fiat 500,
Yeah,
bro.
there's a ceiling.
There's a ceiling. Like it just doesn't matter who's driving the car, bro. Like the performance, like the car can only give you what it's got. And that's what it is. And it's like with Dan James, at least you know what you're gonna get out of Dan James, bro.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like Rashford, it's like from one game to the next, you just don't know what you're gonna get from that guy, bro. I'd rather just have a player that I know I'm gonna get 10 out of 10 for effort, and I'm gonna get a 6 out of 10 for quality every week. But he knows he's a 6 out of 10.
Exactly.
So he won't shoot from where Rashford shoots from because he knows he's not that guy who'll pass the ball.
Exactly. He's way more predictable. So that's makes it so much easier for a manager. So much easier. Because
it's easier to build a system when you know what you're going to get from players.
Exactly. Because predictability is the first thing that comes into the equation. Like, what am I getting? Okay, I'm getting this, so we can build from that. You need to stay. You can't build on an unstable platform. It just can't happen. You need to know what you're getting. You need to know what players are going to give you a certain level all the time. And then it's easier to know which spots are weaker as well. Because at the moment, we can't agree on which is the priority position. Because we don't have anything consistent and stable. And because if the team is good, it's easy to say, you know what, left wing is our weakest spot. So if we have money to spend, we're spending it on left wing, and maybe we can overpay, or left back or right back. Just like, I don't know if we spoke about that last time, but just like the Chelsea Lampard thing, people were criticizing Jorginho and this player and that player, and they were saying we need a DM and we need this, and then Tuchel came in. He came in with a good plan, very stiff, very rigid, and he did what he had to do. And all of a sudden, it was clear what positions were weaker. And then they went for a striker, for example, or this or that. But if everything flows and is predictable, you know what is weak in the team and what you need to strengthen. At the moment, we haven't got a clue. We need a striker. We need 2 fullbacks, at least 2 or 3 midfielders.
I don't even think we need. I don't think we need as much as what people think. You know, I think Man United, like, bro, if I'm in charge, I'm condensing this squad. Wan-Bissaka and Dalot are staying because they're good enough. We need a left back because Luke Shaw's a lazy twit and he's always injured. So we need a left back. Do you know what I mean? Centre back, I'm getting rid of Victor Lindelof first.
Yeah.
That'll leave you with Varane, Evans,
Maguire,
and Lissandro. That's enough. And we got Kambwala as well.
Kambwala, yeah.
If Maguire wants to leave, he can also leave. I'm happy
to be honest.
Yeah. I'm happy to have 4 centre backs because Luke Shaw can fill in as a centre back as well. So that's fine. We got 5 centre backs there, including Luke Shaw. So we can get rid of 2 centre backs. If we want to buy a centre back, we can buy one. But bro, it's not really a necessity like that. But for argument's sake, we buy one. Cool. We can buy one and sell 2. Do you know what I mean? So get in the Brantford kid, get rid of 2 centre backs, get rid of
Lindelof and Maguire.
Get rid of Lindelof and Maguire, no problem. That's it. Then we go into midfield. Mason Mount was a waste of money. Really, we should get rid of him, but they're not going to do that.
Yeah, but I'd rather get rid of Bruno and keep Mount.
Yeah, Bruno can leave. He's 30 years old.
Like, he's first on the list for me. Him and Rashford.
Yeah, so Bruno can leave. Do you know what I'm saying? Ericsson's still there. Amrabat can leave as well because we don't need him. We've got Kobe Mino.
McTominay.
And we've got McTominay. I'd get rid of him as well. Do you know what I'm saying? And I'd probably bring in 2 midfielders. Get rid of these guys. We need another striker. Yeah. And to be honest, in attack, if I had it all my own way and I could bring back Greenwood and Sancho, I would just buy a striker. I wouldn't even buy a winger. We don't need one.
I'd buy wingers, to be honest. You know what? I'd keep probably...
Yeah, but I don't think we need one, bro. I'll be honest. Like, I really don't think we need one. If we bring in a striker and Højlund's as backup, also Højlund can play off the right. And then Mason's left-footed as well. Ahmad's left-footed as well. And then Sancho, Rashford,
Garnacho. I'm getting rid of Rashford. This is my point.
Yeah, okay. If you get rid of Rashford, and then also you got Anthony as well, bro. You got Anthony, Ahmad, Mason,
Sancho.
Like left-footers. We got 3 left-footers, bro.
Sancho is right-footed, yeah. So yeah.
No, but them 3, and then also Højlund's left-footed, and he can play on the right as well. We got so many players that are left-footed. We don't need another one, really. Do you know what I mean? And then on the right-hand side, you can play Rashford there. You can play Sancho there. If you want to get rid of Rashford, get rid of Rashford, and then you buy a right-footed guy to play on the left, and that's it. That's 1 player. So 2 midfielders, one winger, one striker, and a centre back. 5 players. That's all we need, and we can get rid of like 6 players.
Yeah, I hear it.
6 or 7. We need to get rid of more than we bring in. And then if we don't bring back Greenwood, then we need a left footer on that side. Maybe then go and get Elise. But really, bro, we need to be getting rid of players.
Yeah, you know what? I hear it. Anthony and Ahmad, I'm keeping. And if we're not bringing back Greenwood, you need probably someone else, because I think Ahmad can slot in midfield as well.
Yeah, he can.
The left side,
but you can also play Sancho inside as well.
Exactly. Left side, I'm keeping Sancho. I don't mind Greenwood for the time being. I'm selling Rashford and I'm buying a left winger.
Like, to be fair, you could play, because Sancho and Ahmad can both play in the 10. You could get away with selling Bruno and not even buying a 10.
Yeah, as well. Like, Bruno leaving for me is a net positive.
Yeah.
Like, even if it's for free. Like, I'm
not. No, you're right.
I don't care. Like, this guy is an agent of chaos. That's my fucking nuts.
He is. He's awful. We've been linked with Ross Barkley. I'd take him as a squad player for sure, bro. He's 30 years old. Do you know what I'm saying? And you need squad players that are technically good. And he's someone, if we did get a De Zerbi, he would absolutely cook in the De Zerbi system, bro. You forget, like, remember, like, Liverpool bought, like, Oxlade-Chamberlain. Like, sometimes you just buy players, that are Premier League proven. You know what you're going to get from these players. And they're just good players to have in the squad, bro. I'm not saying
look at
Barkley. Yeah, and Barkley would be on a free as well, apparently.